Our first presenter in this panel will be Professor Reima Al-Jarf, Professor of English and Translation Studies at the King Saud University in Saudi Arabia. Professor Al-Jarf has an extensive, very impressive record of publications. Most recently, I have to say that myself, I became familiar with her work and quite impressed by a 2023 article on the interchange of personal names in Muslim communities. And I believe that all of you who are interested in the intercultural effects on onomastics and the socio-onomastic approach of them, you're also looking forward to today's presentation. And I think that Professor Al-Jarf, if you're ready, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to give a quick introduction about shop names in Saudi Arabia. For example, 35 years ago, the majority of shop names in the majority of shops in Saudi Arabia had Arabic names. Many specialty high-quality shop names, such as Al-Ghazali, Mahmoud Saeed, Fitehi, were selling international brand products, such as Swiss watches and perfumes. They are still there, but they have competitors now. There was only one Western-style department store with a French name, Euromarché, and another department store with an Arabic name, Sadhan. Sadhan is still there, but Euromarché, I think it's out of business. Little by little, international fast food restaurants, such as McDonald's, started to invade the Saudi market. First of all, we had only, like in Riyadh, 2 branches, but now there are many. And we started to have malls, and the number of malls is increasing. And the more the number of shopping malls are increasing, the more foreign stores with lots of products, restaurants, cafes, you just name it, are being imported. Even some local shops started to substitute their Arabic name with an English one. And the new businesses, they have started to, they use, of course, an English name. First of all, I want to give just a quick overview of the types of brand names. We have several types: descriptive, such as General Motors; evocative, such as Nike, Amazon; invented, like Google, Adidas; lexical, like Dunkin' Donuts; acronymic, like IBM; geographical, like Kentucky Fried Chicken; and founder brand names like Calvin Klein, Ford, and so on. Now, what motivated me to conduct this study is that some students asked me about shop names and how to translate them. They wanted like a rule for translating shop names, which ones to translate, which ones not to translate. So in my study, I'm going to shed some light on the status of shop name translation in Saudi Arabia. Which shop names are translated, which are not, and which ones should be translated. And also at the end, I will give some criteria for translating shop names. Part of the study was that I interviewed a sample of shoppers who are native speakers of Arabic, and I asked them to decode a list of shop names transliterated in Arabic. Now my sample of shops consisted of 500 shop names, all kinds of shops. mainly in malls, from a mall directory in Saudi Arabia. And the names, they include many languages, but mainly English. There are also shop names in Italian, French shop names, Turkish, Indian, Japanese, Chinese, Thai, you just name it. Okay, so I'm gonna here talk about the percentage of shop names according to language. Now, 2/3 of the sample have English or foreign names. In particular, 25% have international brand names such as Starbucks, Mango, Debenham, Camayo, LC Waikiki, and others. 39% they have local English names created by shop owners, such as, for example, Java Hour, Pink Blue Fashion, Java Chocolate, Grill and Chill, and so on. 24% have, like 1/4, have pure Arabic names, and 12% have mixed names, like one word is Arabic and the other word is English. Like when they say tufaha kids. Now, tufaha is apple in Arabic and kids is English. So tufaha is in Arabic and kids is in English. When they say mahal dietitian, mahal means shop and dietitian. And a regime الصحي, it means healthy diet. Regime is the French word for diet. So regime is the foreign word and صحي is the Arabic word. Okay, as far as translation is concerned, I found out that only 6.7, almost 7% only of the shop names are translated. 90% are transliterated. It means like my name, Reima. It's spelled in Arabic using Arabic letters, and it can be spelled in English, in Chinese, in Russian, using like any foreign language letters. So this is what they do. What they do, Debenhams, they transliterate the name in Arabic letters. And 3%, they are partially translated. Translate one word, but the other word is not. They keep it in the foreign language. Now, examples of translated shop names, and most of those are Arabic shop names translated into English, like Swiss Corner, Arabian Oud. Oud is a kind of incense and also perfume. It's a plant, like the bark. They take it. It smells good, but I don't like it. Sun and Sand Sports. This is also a translation. 7-Degree Cafe. Hamza Phone. And so on. Mabruk Tailoring, and so on. So here the shop names are Arabic and they are translated into English. These are partially translated, like when they say cotton home. Now, cotton is an Arabic word. Originally, it's an Arabic word. It was borrowed by English and even other languages. And home is the foreign word. Tufaha kids, which I mentioned earlier, tufaha is apple, the Arabic word, and kids, the English word. Abaya time. Abaya, this is the black thing that we wear. So they use abaya in Arabic and time in English. Mama, batata. Batata is potatoes. So they use batata, the Arabic word, and mama. So this is a partial translation, and so on. Of course, most of them are transliterated, like Eva Garden, Ever Collection, Treat and Beans, Natural Touch, Lulu Fashion Store, Luxury Accessories, Bath and Body Works, Women's Secret, Barbecue Tonight, Cafe Mama Roti, and so on. Okay, now it does not mean that when shop names are transliterated that they are perfect. No, there are anomalies in shop names, even when they use Arabic or use English. So there are like weaknesses. There are syntactic anomalies. Syntactic means the word order. When they say mama batata, this is not the correct word order in Arabic. They say nice jidda mall. This is also not the correct word order in Arabic. Even tufaha kids, it should be kids tufaha or apple, and so on. There are also semantic anomalies. When they say favavum, I have no idea what it means. Rude shake, the same thing. This is for like milkshake and stuff like that. I have no idea what they mean by rude. This is how it is spelled. First of all, when I saw the Arabic word, I thought it was road. But then I looked for it in Google Images, and I saw the shop sign. Okay, for example, they say perfume in English, and then the Arabic word for perfume next to each other, transliterated next to each other. When they say 7-degree cafe, I have no idea what they mean by that. And raising here, pains, same thing. I have no idea what they mean by that. And some, they have both semantic and syntactic, like tufaha kids. The word order is screwed up. It does not fit the Arabic word order. And when they say mahrajan, safe, cool, fi, jidda, I'm going to translate it, means festival, summer, cool in Jeddah. This is what it means. So it's messed up. When they say bank fashion, bank is bank. We use it in colloquial, but we have an Arabic word for bank. So they say bank fashion. It means fashion bank. I don't know what they mean by that. The same thing, Operation Falafel. I'm sure you're familiar with falafel. They say Operation Falafel. Same thing. I have no idea what they mean by that. The other thing is here, for example, a word, they added the plural S from English to the Arabic word, Max Mulhams. Mulham means inspired. But when they added S, when I first saw it in Arabic, I didn't know what it meant. And I had to Google it and see the shop sign. And then I understood that they added the plural S to the Arabic word. Okay. Now, here, more transliteration weaknesses. For example, for some words, they have two transliterations. For example, natural touch. The same shop in one mall, natural spelled in two ways. Accessories, the same thing. Two shops with the word accessories, but not necessarily in the same mall. They have two different spellings. Accessories is spelled one word, and then X-O-ries. Okay, the problem is with French words. Parfois. Parfois, in one transliteration, of course, this is a chain of shops. It's even in Europe. In one mall, they say par voice, English pronunciation, and in another parfois, but it has an additional letter. It should not be with an H at the end. La vie en rose, the same thing. Chocolate, for example, spelled in two ways. Mr. Games, also games, it's spelled with a K, pains instead of game. Burger King, same thing. burger, 2 ways, and so on. Okay, faulty word order like Operation Falafel and Mama Batata and Gorkan Chef. Gorkan, this is a Turkish restaurant, but the Arabic name, this is the Arabic name, Gorkan Chef. And Bank Fashion and Boutique Karuhat. Karuhat is the cross-check like this, so it should be the other way. But we can, if I use the boutique, which is French, they don't fit together if I want to reverse the word order. And when they use this word order, it sounds weird. Okay, now I told you I interviewed a sample of shoppers. So can shoppers who do not know English or have little knowledge of English decode translated English shop names when they see them in Arabic? They could decode, for example, McDonald's, Burger King, Hardee's, Costa, and Starbucks, because these appeared earlier, before this huge mess and the availability of so many names. So they could decode this, but they had difficulty decoding shop names like Dr. Nutrition, Natural Touch, the children's place. Part of it is because there is a difference between Arabic consonants and English consonants. There are consonants in English that we do not have in Arabic, like the cha. So for cha, we use 2 letters. And also the vowel. In Arabic, we have 6 vowels, 3 long vowels, 3 short vowels. In English, there are 12. The same thing with diphthongs. In Arabic, we only have 2, ow, I. In English, there are 8. So certain, like pay less. If you want to spell that in Arabic, it's very hard because we don't have the A. Okay, now these are examples of shop names that should be, or place names that should be translated. When they say potato corner, so they use the English, and in Arabic they say potato corner. So why don't they translate it? Potato corner, rukn al-batata. So the Arabs would read rukn al-batata, and English-speaking people would look at potato corner. Same thing, Red Sea Mall. Originally, when I visited this mall many years ago, maybe 6-7 years ago, it was called Mall Al-Bahr Al-Ahmar. But they changed the name to, in Arabic, Red Sea Mall, in English, Red Sea Mall. So in English, it should be Red Sea Mall. In Arabic, it should be Mall Al-Bahr Al-Ahmar. And same thing with the other ones. Okay, now I'm going to give just quick ideas or suggestions for translating and transliterating shop names. For example, international brand names that are proper nouns. Starbucks, Burger King, McDonald's, Sony, Monsoon, Pizza Hut. These, we use them as they are. You know, even when I went to Russia or Korea, or you will find Burger King in English. You will find Pizza Hut or Starbucks or McDonald's in English, because they are a chain, and I think it's part of the contract with the local franchisor to use the brand name as it is, even the logo. Okay. When we transliterate, people who do not know English should be able to decode the Arabic transliteration very easily. They should understand what it means. For example, these Costa, Hardee's, these are, as I said before, they are easy, they can, but other ones They are difficult, and I showed examples. Now, these are local brands. For example, Dr. Nutrition. This is a shop for protein and diet stuff. It's very nice. I love it. But why transliterate Dr. Nutrition? Why don't they translate it? Now, the same thing, natural touch. Even if it's an international change, it is translatable. For even the Arabic meaning is very delicate. It's very nice. اللمسة الطبيعية. اللمسة, it means soft, for touch. Adventura. It's not even, I checked it in Italian, in Google Translate. Google said it's Avventura. It's not Adventura. So they made it up. So why didn't they translate Adventura? Barbecue tonight, look how long it is. Whereas when they translate it, it's short. Red Sea Mall, the same thing. Riyadh front, the same thing. In Jeddah, they say Jeddah waterfront in Arabic. Okay, cafe. Why say cafe? Originally, the word cafe comes from Arabic. Coffee in all languages, all the words for coffee all over the world, they come from the Arabic word kahwa. And cafe derived from kahwa, makha. Chocolate. Chocolate is Arabized in Arabic, chocolata. Why say chocolate? Why say chocolat, the French pronunciation? And make mistakes in transliterating, in spelling chocolate. Okay, so when shop names are transliterated, they should be correctly decoded and comprehended by shoppers, like Operation Falafel. Me, I'm a linguist, I teach translation, I have no idea what it means. Brand Center. Why don't we use the Arabic equivalent? Baby shop. Why don't we use the Arabic equivalent? The same thing, they should pay special attention to French and Italian or foreign shop names other than English. They should not assume that all foreign shop names are English, like parfois or etra. They say X, although the X is silent in etra. Even when shop names are transliterated, the word order should be correct. The word order, because in Arabic, in English, we say green book. In Arabic, it's like French. We say book green, like this. So at least we should reverse the word order. There should be also one translation. For example, burger, instead of having 4. And name should be semantically meaningful. Like they say baby fell. I have no idea what they mean by baby fell or Operation Falafel. Now, the funniest is this. The one in the picture, Café d'Arabia. It's so funny the way they transliterated Café d'Arabia. It's a French thing. Café, they spelled it like kaf. Kaf means palm. Okay, the conclusion, shop names are usually transliterated by foreign workers. We have many of them, maybe 10 million, who are neither proficient in Arabic nor in English. The Arabic transliteration and the sequence of graphemes should fit the Arabic orthographic system. You know, your eyes get used to like letters next to each other. Which ones should be next to each other? If you change anything, then your eyes will not be familiar with those. So our eyes, the the combination of letters in the transliteration should be familiar to the eye. Like natural, when you look at it, it's shocking. The same thing, children's. The absence of diacritics makes shop names difficult to decode, especially for those who are not familiar with English. When shop names cannot be translated, they should be transliterated correctly with the correct word order, and also they should not forget the definite article. In many of the names, the definite article is missing. I have some recommendations for the Ministry of Commerce and the Chambers of Commerce in each city. They should set standards for naming, translating, and transliterating shop names. And they also should play a key role in domesticating shop names and mandating that at least the locally coined foreign shop names be translated. Also, Saudi entrepreneurs can get support from colleges of languages and translation. We have many in Riyadh and in Saudi Arabia in naming and translating product names, shop names to achieve local and international intelligibility. Arab people also should be aware of the threats posed by the foreignization of foreign names on the status of the Arabic language. Attractive Arabic names can be created, Al-Baik, Al-Tazaj, Al-Ghazali, Gazzaz, and these are very popular shops. They make a lot of profit. It is the quality of products, the price, employee-customer relations that matter, not the foreign name. Okay, I have other papers about shop names, 3, and this will be the 4th one. The other one is the dominance of shop names over Arabic names in Saudi Arabia, and deviant Arabic transliteration of foreign shop names, and semantic and syntactic anomalies of Arabic transliterated compound shop names in Saudi Arabia. Okay, that's it. That's the end of it.
Thank you very much. Sarah is having a question. Sarah Beno, please, Sarah, the floor is yours. Thank you for being with us today.
Hi, thank you. That was really great, really interesting. 2 quick questions. One is about the how did you quantify the part where you tested their ability to decode the transliterated names? And then also, maybe you can think about this or talk about it in the context of similar phenomena around the world where people use names from other languages for their businesses for the international cachet.
For the first question, because this is part of another study, it was easy because I had a list of shop names and I asked them to read. So the ones they could not, I deducted, of course, marks. It's like grading papers or students' answers. So it was easy. So I can't remember how many I used, but I counted how many each respondent, because they were not tested together like students in the classroom. They were tested individually. So it was easy to grade or mark the decoding on the spot. So I was just picking the correct ones, and then I calculated the mean for all the respondents, how many they could decode, how many they could not, and which ones they could, which ones they could not. But this was part of another paper. One of the 3 papers I mentioned earlier. But here I mentioned this point in order to justify why we need to translate certain words, at least partially, certain shop names, because most of the shop names are compounds. So like natural touch, it can be translated and still the translation is very beautiful. It's very delicate.
We definitely have time for one. It's unlikely we'll have time for a second one, but the earliest one we received was from Beth Bakes. I hope Beth is still with us. Are there any public discussions urging people not to use the non-Arabic words, especially in the local shops?
Okay. No, we don't have such a thing. Only people who are specialized in Arabic, when they have a meeting, conference, they talk about that. Because the problem of using foreign words, even in speech, is increasing, especially on social media. So it's not only in shop names. Even people, when they speak, especially the young generation, they post something on social media, they mix English and Arabic. And I tell them, what does this mean? What does that mean? So that they think about it, and they say, oh, we're used to it, or they do it intentionally. But in general, there should be a law. Like in Russia, in Spain, in France, in Turkey. In Turkey, you won't see, for example, many signs in Arabic. Or in France, they cannot use like a shop sign in a foreign language, or even in Russia. But as I told you, because from my travels, I noticed that, for example, Korea, I visited Korea last time, was in 2008. You could hardly see an English sign. Now, there are more. You go to the mall, you see all the international brands, they are there, and they are in English. In the street, same thing. Coffee shops, even if they are not international chains, the name is in English. Or French patisserie, you would see that. So it looks like it's a global phenomenon. Maybe because of social media, because of now the world is a small village, and people want to like communicate or be understood with each other. I'm planning to conduct a comparative study about shop signs in Korea and in Saudi Arabia.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Yes. I took pictures, lots of pictures in Korea of the shop names and in the street, and I was just clicking those. And then I will not be able to compute like percentages, because I don't speak Korean, so I wouldn't be able to give percentages like statistics. In Arabic I can, but in English I cannot. In Korean I cannot. But I asked a couple of colleagues there, professors, why do you have those English signs? And they said that in the past 15 years, they've been having foreigners living in Korea. And most of them, they don't speak, of course, Korean. They can't read Korean. So even Arab people here, when I interviewed people in one of the papers, in the paper titled Dominance of Foreign Shop Names Over Arabic, so this is what they said. They said, so that foreigners who live among us can understand. And I said, how many? Like next to the Red Sea Mall, how many foreigners live? 2, 3, 5? You cannot change. I mean, the whole. When I go to the States, they don't change their signs for my sake because I'm Arab. They don't even. They wouldn't even have even 1, 2 signs in Arabic.
This is true. This is true, but
They might have the name in Arabic, like in Moscow. They have, for example, House of Lebanon. House. So it is because I can read Russian. So they have the word house, but in Russian alphabet, and then Lebanon, or the word for Lebanon in Russian. So it's the same thing, even if the words are transliterated in Russian, and they say lunch, business lunch. And I told my colleagues, because I went there as a visiting professor, I said, don't you have an equivalent for chicken? They say chicken, the English word, but in Russian alphabet. I said, don't you have a word for chicken in Russian? They said, yes, we do. I said, why don't you use it? And the same thing for business lunch. Don't you have a word, an equivalent for business lunch? They said, yeah, we do. I said, why do you use it? They said,
Reima,
for the tourists.
Reima, if I can ask for a favor, please, this is an exciting topic, and I'm pretty sure we all have a lot of thoughts about it. So I would like to ask you, please, to put a pin on this thought, and if you can just articulate it a bit further, and perhaps present the finds to us to our next year. So please, that will be.
I can put the links to my other papers, because they answer lots of the questions posed here.
Excellent.
Just the links on Google Scholar.
Please do that. So that, and